What's up, guys? Welcome to the Smitty Adventures. Today we're going to be going over the Streamlight TLR-1 HL and the Harbor Freight replica. I'm going to show you that you could use the Streamlight battery doors or the aftermarket switches on the Harbor Freight replica. So, first off, we're going to open the battery door, take the batteries out. Now you can see right here, there's a pin. This one's already slid over, but you need to squeeze this, grab it right here in the edge, and it slides right out. So go ahead and take that one off, set it right here. We're going to do the same thing with the Harbor Freight light. Open it up, take the batteries out. Now this one, the pin is a little bit looser, so this one's a little easier to get out. But you same thing, grab it right there. There we go. So this is the Harbor Freight. This is the Streamlight. We're going to take the Streamlight door. I'm going to set it on the Harbor Freight one. Slide that pin right back in there. And there it is. Go ahead and latch it. As you can see, I'll put the batteries in real quick so you can see that it works. And there it is. So, yes, you can replace the parts. You can use a Streamlight battery door if you want, or you can get the aftermarket switches. So a few more things I want to show you guys that are interchangeable between these two lights. For starters, the keys that they come with. They both use the same size Allen head. You just got to loosen it up. Then you want to back it out all the way. There is a washer on the end of this, so make sure that doesn't fall off and lose it. If it does come with a spare, so that's nice. And then this piece right here slides right out. If you are going to use a different key, they do have a nut inside, so you got to swap that out into the new key. So we'll go ahead and set that down. Grab the Streamlight. Once again, loosen the Allen nut, or bolt, sorry. And then go ahead and back it out all the way. Same thing, has a washer on the end. Make sure you don't lose that. You pull the key out. So we're going to take the Streamlight key and we're going to go ahead and put it into the Harbor Freight. See, sets right in there. Grab the bolt. And there it is, nice and tight. Okay, next thing I'm going to show you is to remove the lens. This one was extremely difficult. I had to do this off camera. The Harbor Freight actually put some glue or adhesive on this, so that was fun to take off. The Streamlight was a lot more manageable. Go ahead and show you guys the insides of those. They do look like they're different LEDs and obviously different chips. But we'll take the Streamlight. One thing I noticed is if you try to thread this on to the Harbor Freight one, this one goes on no issue. That is a Streamlight lens, the magnifier, and the actual casing on the Harbor Freight light. Now when it comes to putting the Harbor Freight one on the Streamlight, it doesn't want to thread on all the way. That's about as far as it goes. So you can see there's a little bit of thread showing right there. Now I'll go ahead and take them both off and show you guys side by side. You can see the magnifier in the Harbor Freight one does stand a little taller, but it is hollow. So it shouldn't be an issue with it bottoming out. I think it's honestly just the threads. Go ahead and put the Streamlight back on the Streamlight. Harbor Freight back on the Harbor Freight. there it is. So one thing I want to point out is the accessories that came with the lights. With the Streamlight, it came with a total of 4 different keys. It came with the 2 Allen wrenches, and it came with 1 spare nut and bolt. The Harbor Freight replica came with a total of 5 different keys. It came with 2 Allen wrenches, and it came with 2 nuts and bolts. One thing I want to point out is we'll grab the Streamlight and the Harbor Freight replica P320 key. Now side by side, the Harbor Freight one sits a little bit lower. Now the strange part is when you actually put them in the lights, the Harbor Freight key sits a little higher than the Streamlight, but that all just comes down to how they milled the actual aluminum. The milling on the Streamlight is a little bit lower than the milling on the Harbor Freight replica. One more thing I want to show you guys is I had a lot of people asking if these are the same exact diameter, which yes they are. You can use the Streamlight switches on the Harbor Freight replica. And they were asking if it will fit into a holster made for the Streamlight. So I'm going to go ahead and show you. I had to do this off camera because YouTube doesn't let us install any parts on the weapon. But here's my holster right here. This is the Streamlight. You see, that one fits, no problem. Now, go ahead and turn the video off real quick so I can put the Harbor Freight one on. Okay, we're back with the Harbor Freight light. Gonna show you the holster that's made for the Streamlight. No issue whatsoever. So hopefully that answered a few questions for you guys. You can use aftermarket switches and it will fit into your holster with no issue. If you guys haven't already, please like and subscribe. It really helps us out and we'll continue making new videos for you. Alright, thank you for stopping by.